Hello, and welcome to the Kathleen Spracklin podcast. I am a woman on a mission to gather a cadre of writers, thinkers, and teachers who are transforming the world, one character at a time. And it all starts with one thing, a deep understanding of human motivation, why people do what they do, and the forces that drive them. To gain that understanding, I am mining the intersection of psychology, theology, and philosophy to make you a better writer. This is episode 52, Naming Your Character Traits, the remaining empathy traits. Tonight we will finish off with the exercise that we began with writing stories on 4x6 file cards. We tracked down several different stories at different levels of awareness, and now we're ready to give them their names. Most of them should have their names already, but you may have a few of your stories that are labeled empathy and not anything else. And today we will track down the remaining parts of the empathy group that we have not yet gone all the way down to the character trait. We've completed the resilience group, which is our character's battle against the external physical world. We've completed the balance group, where our character learns how to manage and assess himself. We've completed the insight group, with observations and awareness of surroundings and ability to project into the future and other aspects of wisdom. And we've even completed more than half of this enormous empathy group, which we're going to finish off tonight. So let's take a look at where we are with the empathy group. Our empathy group is so large that there's barely even room for me on this page. We've already gone through dependability and sociability. Those are the two biggest subgroups within the empathy groups. And now we need to take a look at the remaining two groups, the response group and the honor group. You probably already have response and honor on your card if you are waiting for your last character trait, because we said response had to do with responding to the good things that come along in life, and honor has to do with asymmetrical relationships where our character is the underdog. So let's take a look at which character traits make up the response group. The first one is gratitude, when our character is thankful for every good thing received, when he recognizes that good things come to him that are not of his own creation and properly has thankfulness for them. The next character trait in that group is generosity, having a giving spirit. Why, very often gratitude and generosity will go together, because when you're feeling a sense of gratitude, then you're aware of your giftedness, and it's very easy to also then feel that you want to share that giftedness with others and help them have a sense of giftedness. The third character trait in the response group is transcendence, and that is the heart's search for the infinite. Without transcendence, we can end up feeling very alone in the vastness of the universe, or else very isolated in the confines of our own lives and not feeling that there's anything beyond ourselves. So transcendence helps us to reach out for something beyond our physical world and something beyond ourselves. It really gives a sense of peace. The remaining group beyond that is the honor subgroup. The honor subgroup deals with situations where our character is not the one in power and in asymmetrical relationships. And there are two character traits in that group, obedience and patriotism. Obedience has to do with following the will and the demands of someone in rightful authority over us, and doing so promptly without complaining or grumbling. It's a very, very common theme if you have any kind of a story that involves teenagers, because teenagers are just the very epitome of rebelling against rightful authority. But it can appear in many different stories under many different guises, and may also frequently be a subplot for our character. Patriotism has to do with honoring and respecting one's country and the symbols of that country, and it includes providing service to the country, whether military or domestic service, when called upon to do so. Honor and patriotism and obedience differ in how close the figure in authority is to us. Generally, obedience takes over when we know the person in authority, or when we're in a fairly close, relatively speaking, relationship with the person in authority. Whereas in patriotism, the authority figure can be very remote and very distant. So now, have you now finished all of your cards? You should have now be able to complete your character profile diagram. Tomorrow, we're going to have another quiz story, because we like to break up the knowledge stuff with the fun stuff. So we're going to have another scenario tomorrow where we're going to guess the character trait. And then we're going to take all of our stack of cards again, and we're going to put them onto a character profile diagram. So you won't want to miss these next 2 episodes. In the meantime, each day these days, I'm talking about my book that's about to come out. It's called Writing with Emotion: How to Inspire Your Readers and Get Them to Remember What You Write Forever. Because when we write with emotion, when we engender emotions in our readers will remember how you made them feel, and your story will be memorable. I'm bringing this book out as close to free as I can get it. It's a physical book, and so you will have to pay the cost of shipping and materials and the service fee that the credit card company charges. Can't get away from that. But that's it, the cost alone, and the book is yours. If you would like to be notified when the book is ready, you can visit my website, KathleenSpracklin.com/earlybird, and you can sign up to be put on the mailing list, and you will be one of the very first to learn when this book is available. So keep your eyes peeled, sign up for notifications, and we'll talk to you some more tomorrow. Bye-bye.